back to my channel. My name is Gracie. I'm an artist and a creator, and I dabble in lots of stuff, and these videos are just time for us to hang out and I kind of take you guys behind the scenes and show you what I like to make and what I get up to. It's been kind of a while since I started this started shooting footage for this vlog, so it actually starts all the way back in October. So just enjoy kind of the hodgepodge situation. I was really busy in October. I had COVID for a while at that point. Work was really busy, and then I was also trying to prepare for a Christmas market that happened the beginning of December. So long story short, the Christmas market has come and gone. A lot of this footage is me preparing for that and trying out new things. And yeah, other than being sick quite a lot, so I had a pretty bad cold before Thanksgiving, and then it developed into a pretty bad chest infection, so that came back recently. So I'm still like, I have a lot of different voices throughout these clips, but this is my current one right now, very raspy and nasally, but hopefully I continue to heal from that. I am on some antibiotics, so hopefully that helps. Without further ado, let's get into this video business, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the end. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my little space. It is late October, and I have finally gotten together, finished up my best friend's birthday gift, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like and what I put in there. So it's this little crate, wooden crate with antique mason jars in it, filled with lots of wonderful natural dye goods, because she is just getting into natural dye and I wanted to give her a little something to just get her going and having some fun with it, and have a place that she can just go and experiment and have a cool time with it. So let's get into what's in here and I'll show you what I got her. Here is our natural dyers kit, and here is what I have, a quick rundown. So I have some, I harvested some coreopsis and some black scabiosa pods, and these are just dried, and she can use these for eco printing or make a little bath. I don't know if she'll be able to get prints from the flowers themselves since they're dried now, but the petals and everything will be really great. That's what this whole top row is. I did some dried marigolds as well. Well, the pokeberry isn't dried, but it will make a pretty potent dye regardless. You can pretty much dye with this without having to heat it or anything. I don't know if makes it a lasting dye, but it's very strong and powerful. It's fun. She might have to use that a little quickly. It might not last in this jar. It could eventually get moldy or something. And then the last one is sumac. I actually have not dyed with this, but I saw some videos on it and it looked very cool, and so I was going to let her experiment with it. So these are kind of dried or eco-print friendly kind of dyes up here. Now these are just seeds, so this is for her to start her own dye garden. We have woad and Japanese indigo, which are two that I'm really excited for her to try out, as well as just more coreopsis and marigold, but still very excited for her to experiment. She loves gardening and she always has stuff. So then I also purchased some 100% linen fabric for her, as well as some cotton and her favorite yarn, because she's a knitter. So this will be more experimental, but maybe she can just use this to play around with. I don't know if she'll actually sew anything with it, but her sister sews, so she could always give it to her in the end. But she does love to knit, and this is her favorite yarn. So I wanted to get her something that she could dye and she could use rather well. And then I tucked in some little alum pods down there so she can morden everything
My plan was to originally mordant it all for her, but I think that's an important part of the dye process, and I want her to have fun experimenting with it and learning more about it. So that's her little gift. Happy 30th.
Let's get situated here. Good morning, friends. This is, I guess, an update, or maybe this will be the start of a new vlog. Let's see. These are hard to film. I don't really have time. I feel like I say that every single episode I ever make. But yes, my time is limited in my studio space. And I should say the time that I feel like sitting down and actually filming and talking to a camera, that is what is limited. But I would like to update you on a few of the things that I have been doing. I am prepping now for an art market, a Christmas market, I should say. And I have quite a bit of work to do for that. I would really like to do some new products. I would really like to do some new Christmas card designs. I feel like what I have is pretty outdated, and you know, I think I originally made them in 2018, so I'm like, that's pretty old. And so I'd love to do something a little new, a little more new, a little more fresh, maybe a little bit more in the spirit of what people like for this year's Christmas. What am I trying to say? Something a bit more fashionable, I guess, or in fashion. I have about, I think, 3.5 weeks, which when I say that is like not enough time at all. But I have some time before the show. I already have a lot of inventory left over from my previous art market, which is kind of why I was able to take so much time to like relax about getting ready for this show. We're also going to do some painting. So that is what I would like to start with, because that is the most, like, I have the time to do that now. So I am going to enjoy putting some relaxing music on and getting into the mood of exploring watercolors again. I haven't painted with watercolors in what feels like a year, but I was looking at my journal. I think it's been since February or March. I will probably not update you later today, but I will update you later on in this adventure of how things are going and show you what I'm working on. Okay. So as you can tell, I did not get any footage of me painting, but here are the final pieces. So I like to paint a whole bunch of little sketches, and then those are scanned and uploaded into Photoshop, where I finalize the layout for all of my cards. I was really happy with this session. This was about an hour-long painting session, and I got a lot of good stuff. So here are some of the final pieces. I mess around in Photoshop, and then sometimes I put them back into Procreate to play around with the writing. Okay, here I am. I'm laminating sticker sheets. I am cutting stickers out. I'm printing cards. I'm prepping to print envelopes. There's a little cute Ed sleeping on my wall. And cutting some things out on the floor, setting stuff up on the printer, and getting ready for this market. Well, hello there, friends. I'm back in the studio, working on things. We got my desk set up. I'm packing cards, putting them in plastic sleeves and getting them ready for a market. I'm also, as you can hear my printer in the background, I'm printing out some gift tags. I'd like to sell like little gift tag sets. So about like 9 gift tags in a set, I don't know. Kind of just noticing, I think this is the first time I've looked at my cards in daylight, and I'm noticing like some, not printer errors, but some errors as far as me. Oh my goodness, the scan of my original watercolor and me trying to fix it. There's just some like little details. I
hopefully it's just what I notice, but it looks like a little smudge, and I was like, oh, my cards are dirty. So hopefully that doesn't bother too many people and they are happy with what they get. So I just really rushed those designs as far as setting them up and getting them ordered, because I needed them to get here so I could get ready, because the market is in less than 2 weeks now. So anyways, good news. Getting ready for the Thanksgiving week. I have a whole week off of work, so any moment I will not be spending with family, and every moment I'm home will be getting ready for this market. But I am really happy with the designs. These two, so this mistletoe one and the merry and bright one, I did add a little Posca pen afterwards just to have some extra details. Yeah, so we'll see how those go. I didn't order too many, which is great. And the other designs I'm super happy with. So the mittens and the hats and stuff like that, super sweet. So I'm going to focus, get back to work, and we'll talk to you later.
So we move on to the vast majority of things that I had to prep for this art market. One of them was envelopes for my sticker sets. Another one was cutting out like way too many gift tags. I got these done pretty fast, but it's very time consuming on top of all the other cutting and prepping I had to do, as well as getting the urge to design something completely new for the market. So I decided to make these drawstring quilted bags. I'm obsessed with them. They're beautiful. And I did a mixture of my naturally dyed fabrics, and I'm very happy with how many scraps I used and how kind of efficient I was to get these put together. Lord have mercy, this was still very time consuming, and I kind of wish that I had just waited and made these just for fun some other time. And because I am extra, I had to design 2 new stickers for the market. Now, these ideas had been floating around in my head for a while, so it was just kind of the deadline pressure of the market that really helped me bring them alive. So I am adding these to part of my Backyard Buddies series. So we have a possum that says "Fake it till you make it," and we have this adorable little baby fawn that says "Don't tell me I'm cute, I know." So it is after 10 p.m. at night, and this is what my living room looks like. So I got out all of my stuff, and I am trying to figure out my table layout. So far I'm pretty happy with it, but I'm missing a couple elements. I have to finish, the crates aren't even here. I have to finish building some IKEA crates. There they are on the table. And I need to bring a couple more items back from work, and then I should have this sealed and scored away, and I will be ready for the show on Saturday. Yay! I mean Friday. Yay! I did want to touch on my experience at the Christmas market. Now, this is the market that I did last year, which was my first in-person art market, and, showing my artwork to the broad public and having people walk up and straight up judge your work. So the previous year was wonderful. It was a great experience. I did really well financially, but in comparison, this year was a big slump. Now, there are so many reasons as to why that could have been. I don't really feel like nitpicking all of them, because I have resigned myself to being satisfied and happy with the work that I did and the outcome of the show. It was still super fun. I get to hang out for 2 days with my friends. I got to vend right next to my sister's booth. My husband helped me, and we hung out and just had a lot of fun. So there were so many positive experiences to being a part of the event that it kind of made all the work worth it, regardless of the financial outcome. I really find the end of the year an interesting place to be. For me, it's always very retrospective. I'm always looking back on what I accomplished that year and the things that I experienced. Plus, I just feel very happy and very lucky that my little tiny shop and my little bit of artwork really does reach a lot of people. My Etsy shop does fairly well. It probably hasn't done as well as it did last year, but that again comes from a whole bunch of nitpicky things. And what I always fall back to is the fact that all of my work is for fun. I don't rely on any of this for financial stability. So it is something that I get to enjoy purely for enjoyment, as well as getting to share this and encourage all of you to be artistic and, engage in the crafts and your hobbies, no matter how busy or tired you are, and just being able to settle in and find that little tiny bit of joy in your life at the end of the day, and that pride of getting to make something, whether it's for you or a Christmas present, or just you wanted to try something new and you found out that you loved it. So if it turns into a business and you make money off of it, that's great. If not, keep it for yourself. These things are passed down from generation for so many reasons. Not just mental health, not just necessity, but also because there's something that we can really enjoy and we feel deeply connected to as human beings. The one thing that I have cast off, and that is these little ribbed socks. I've yet to wash and block them, so I've only really worn them out once, but they're really cute, and that's like the most recent knitted object that I have finished. So one of the projects I have been working on is this little balaclava that I have started by the Petite Knitter. Like I said, I always get confused because there's a petite knit and then there's the Petite Knitter. So it's the Swedish lady who makes beautiful, beautiful clothing. This is coming along very nicely. I'm just using some yarn from my stash. It's just, I'm holding two of them together. It's a blend of, there's like mohair in there. I have a little bit more stashed away, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this will be enough. If not, maybe I'll make contrasting ribbing. But it's very, very pleasurable knitting. It's like the perfect winter cozy. It's just fisherman's rib, and I get to cuddle up, and I've been watching the X-Files again, and it's really bringing me a lot of joy. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me and watching this video. That's all I have to share with you today. I wish you very, very happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Merry Christmas to those who do celebrate Christmas, and a really happy new year to all of you. Good boy. Bye. And say bye.